We are so much powerful. We are so much more powerful when we act together. We recognize that the relationship that Canada has had with the United States, America is divided. This will make them weaker with time. We are uniting. This will make us stronger. That when you're in a crisis, you don't hope for the best. You have to plan for the worst. We are a free, sovereign, and independent and ambitious country. We have agency. We have power. We're masters in our own home. I helped guide the UK through the Brexit. These tariffs, these threats, with them, President Trump is trying to break us. You know, Canada and America have been friends for a long time. And like any sets of friends, we don't always see eye to eye. But when push has come to shove in the past, we've always been there for each other for over, 150 years. We found a way, and when those differences have come along, we found a way in a Canadian fashion to disagree agreeably. We've really chosen diplomacy over division. But more often than not, what we've done is we've drawn on shared values, including commitment to democracy, commitment to rule of law, pursuit of shared prosperity, peace, and a willingness to stand by each other's side. And really that kinship is symbolized here behind me at Niagara Falls. The falls come from the same river, divides into two very different experiences. Of course, it's much more beautiful experience on the Canadian side, as we want to point out. Everyone knows. But after those different experiences, that river through the falls reunites. Obviously, each side of the falls, each side of the river, there's town with the same name. And over really centuries have shown the value of collaboration over conflict. Collaboration being the path to great prosperity, because we share a stake in each other's success in Niagara Falls and between Canada and the United States. Unfortunately, that attitude, that approach is changing, and it wasn't us that has done the changing. What's happening, and we've recognized this for a while, that President Trump is trying to fundamentally restructure, reorder the international trading system. And in the process, he is literally rupturing the global economy, and he's putting in jeopardy the lives of hundreds of thousands, the livelihoods of millions of Canadians, including in communities such as Niagara Falls here. We recognize that the relationship that Canada has had with the United States, one that for more than 40 years has been based on steadily deepening integration, is over. Now that's a tragedy, but it's also a reality. And the key question in this election is who is best placed to respond? Who will stand up to President Trump? Who will stand up for Canadians? And who will manage through this chaos that has been created across that border? This chaos that's coming into our lives. Who is best placed to manage through that? Not just manage through it, but to create a better future for all. Now, I, for better or worse, have managed crises almost all my professional life. I helped us manage through the 2008 financial crisis. I helped guide the UK through the Brexit turmoil. I think I know not just what it takes to survive a crisis, to get through a crisis, but what it takes to emerge stronger than before. I know from experience that when you're in a crisis, you don't hope for the best. You have to plan for the worst. And in this crisis, it means preparing for America's threats to our very sovereignty. I think it's clear the U.S. wants our land, wants our resources, wants our water, wants our country. What's happening is these tariffs, these threats, with them, President Trump is trying to break us so that America can own us. Now, That will never happen. That will never happen. Canada is not America. It will never be part of America. But we need a plan to deal with this new reality. Because, and I know this from experience, that in a crisis, plan beats no plan. A plan provides direction in the fog of uncertainty. A plan provides purpose. It rallies the team. It drives action. Third thing I know from experience in a crisis is that you have to act with overwhelming force. You need that force to overcome the anxieties that, I think we all feel, but people feel, companies feel in a crisis. You need that force to break through uncertainty. And you need that force to replace what a crisis takes away. It's said that there are no atheists in foxholes. There should be no libertarians in a crisis. What happens in a crisis is the private sector retreats. Government needs to step up. Government must lead and catalyze private investment. Now, I think you all feel, but I know from traveling across our great country that Canadians are ready to step up. And Canadians don't want to just resist. Canadians are determined to win. And our task over the next weeks, months, and years is to think big and to act bigger. And that's what my government's platform, which we will unveil tomorrow, that's what my government's platform, our strategy, our plan will do. Because we are Canada. We are a free, sovereign, and independent and ambitious country. We have agency. We have power. We're masters in our own home. But above all, what we will do is build a new Canadian economy. A new Canadian economy with the most ambitious housing plan since the Second World War. We will build more clean and conventional energy to make Canada into an energy superpower. We will build more good paying, not just jobs, more good paying careers through generational investments in the skilled trades. We'll build more national parks, more safe, healthy communities. We'll build more of everything that's needed to have the strongest economy in the G7, an economy that works for everyone. We will build Canada strong, Canada free, a Canada that's forever independent of the United States and that helps lead the world. We are so much powerful. We are so much more powerful when we act together. Standing here, we're reminded of Canadians who provided refuge to stranded passengers in Gander, to helping forest fires be fought in California, to doing extraordinary things for Americans when they needed it. But now, more than ever, what we need to do is extraordinary things for ourselves. We'll need to do things that we previously thought were impossible at speeds that we hadn't seen in generations. But we will do them and we will win. America is divided. This will make them weaker with time. We are uniting. This will make us stronger. We can give ourselves so much more than the Americans can ever take away. So it's time to chart our own path, to realize our own potential, to build Canada strong.